Traders in the building, let me help you make the right decisions trading next week. And as of always, today I'll be analyzing the dollar index, gold, US30 and US100. These are the 4 pairs that I've been analyzing for the past 4 weeks. And if you so far you are happy with how things have been going, I'm happy for you, man, because for me on my side, I've been killing the markets each and every week, and I hope you're doing the same thing too. And if you're finding value from these videos, do like, subscribe and comment something nice. In front of us we have the dollar index, and what is it that I'm looking for in the dollar index? And as I've already indicated, I'm expecting buys. Reason is we are in an uptrend. Second reason is we just come from this support area over here, and price usually stops either at a support or at a resistance. So since we really just bounced off of this support, the next area where it's going to respect or reject from or break from is our next high over there, that resistance. So until price gets there, for me, I am not looking for anything else. I'm looking for buys. However, there could be a possibility that price eventually ends up breaking below this support over here, and if it does break that support, we are gonna wait a retest on that area and we're gonna short the market from there. But other than that, man, there's nothing more, there's nothing less. This is the dollar index on the monthly time frame, and this is what I like to look at. When I look at the charts, I like to look at the higher time frame, because if I follow a structure on the higher time frame, I'm most likely to catch more pips on the smaller time frames, because I know the direction overall from the higher time frame. But let's go to the daily so that we can see price movement better. What is it exactly that I'm looking for on this particular instrument over here? It's easy. As you can see, I've indicated that, okay, if you look in your far left, we come from this area of sensitivity here. Okay, let's draw it so you guys can see. We come from this area of sensitivity here, and this is an area where we are currently failing to break above. So what I see is that price has respected this area over here and is coming down. So where am I expecting to take those buys if I am going to buy this pair, at least on this low? Remember guys, you want to buy low and you want to sell high. So where price is at currently, it's high. You cannot sell when price is high. You're gonna wait for price to get low and then you're gonna buy from there. Or another alternative is price could end up breaking our area of interest, which is that resistance zone over there. And if it does that, what do we do again? We wait a retest and then we buy from that area. There's nothing more, there's nothing less on the dollar index. I am bullish long term, right? Until price proves me otherwise, I am bullish on this particular pair. Now let's go to the next pair of the day, which is gold, my favorite instrument specifically. I trade this going to the monthly time frame. You can clearly see, man, we are bearish on gold, and the reason is, I don't even need to explain, but the reason is we come from an area of sensitivity, right? Remember, this is a trend line which had a first touch, second touch, third touch, and a fourth touch. And even apart from that, we do have a support that we have created on this area of resistance over there. So clearly price, if it wanted to break that area, it would have broken already. So clearly there is a lot of interest in that area. There is a lot of sensitivity. So anytime price gets there, it likes to wick and then come back down. So this is what I'm anticipating again, as it has shown to have happened 3 times in a row, so 2 times already. So this is our 3rd time in that area. So I'm anticipating the same move that we saw on the past is the same move that we are gonna get on the present. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. I am bearish on this instrument. But now let's go to a smaller time frame, because that's where you're gonna see everything clearer, much better on a smaller time frame, right? Let's do like this. Okay, so when exactly do I want to see myself taking those sells on this particular instrument? That's easy. You see this area over here, that area that I drew over there, that is where next week, potentially, if price gets there, for me, I'm gonna enter for sales. However, there is a possibility price could just open and then open just and go all the way below this area of interest that we've been buying from last week. And if it does do that again, I'm gonna wait a retest and I'm gonna sell, right? So until price can break this area over here, this support, I will not be looking for buys until I will not be looking for sales. The only time I'm gonna look for sales is at this high, or if it breaks this support and turn it into a new high, then I'm gonna sell from there. Other than that, there's nothing more, there's nothing less. I am bearish on this particular instrument, and if you are also trading this instrument, I advise you guys, time and again, visit my channel. I do share signals, and if you might come at a time when I just share a signal and you might find yourself making a lot of money and it's a great thing to see other people winning from the markets with me, right? Now let's go to the third pair of the day. This is US 100, also known as NASDAQ, US Tech, whatever you choose to call it. Let's go on the daily time frame, and I'll say the same thing like I've been saying for the past 3 weeks. I'm bullish on this instrument. Reason being is that we are in an uptrend. Second reason is that we just come from an area of support, and what price usually does, if it bounces off a support, it's most likely going to go to a resistance. So price is gonna stop on one of two areas. It's either price gonna bounce off of a support and go respect a resistance, or it's gonna respect a resistance and go bounce off of a support. So price will never just reject nowhere. So this is why I say price is most likely going to continue at least up to that area of interest there that I drew, that resistance, and from there that's when we can look for something else. But for now, we should be looking for buyers strictly on this particular instrument, because there's nothing that makes more sense than that, right? Now going to the smaller time frame, the daily time frame, and this will help you guys see price movement better. This is why I like to go to jump between time frames. It's simply because what you saw on the monthly time frame, you keep at the back of your head that you're looking for buys. But now as you go to a smaller time frame, you want to see where can I potentially enter those buys, right? And as you can see over here, for the past weeks I was saying we are going bullish, and again I still say that we are going bullish. But now let's explain, where can you take advantage of this market going up? It's easy. You see the resistance that I drew over there. Should price break that resistance, please await a retest and buy immediately, and target your next high over there, or target the overall resistance that we have on the monthly time frame. Or another possibility is that price could come and respect this support over here. It could come here, and if it does get there, you buy from there, right? I'm looking for buys strictly. I'm not yet I'm looking for sells. For now, it's buys strictly. However, if then price can break your area of interest here, this support, if then it breaks this support, you await a retest, and then potentially we will be changing direction and going down all the way, right? But there's nothing more, there's nothing less on this instrument. I am bullish. You should be bullish. Look out for buys, right? The last pair of the day, US 30, and I'll say the same thing like I've been saying for the past 3 to 4 weeks. Again, I am bullish on this pair. Reason is we come from a support, and when we come from a support, like I always say, price is usually gonna bounce off of a resistance. So the next resistance that I see is that high over there, the highest we've ever made or we've ever been on US 30. So I believe price is just trying to gather momentum in this range that it has formed here for since the beginning of the year we've been ranging. So I believe price is just trying to gather enough momentum to eventually shoot up. But now let's go to a smaller time frame so you guys can see clearly what I mean, or see how you can take advantage of the range that is currently occurring in that smaller time frame, right? So as you can see, man, we've been failing on this particular instrument. We've been failing to break these highs and these lows. So this support is holding, this resistance is holding, right? And as I told you last week, we were going to buy from this area, and that's exactly what happened. Obviously, price bought from that area, and if you had saw the video last week, I believe you would have made money from that if you had caught the trade early. So I did advise you guys that for now, what you can do is, should price get to the resistance, this resistance, look for sells. Should price get to this support, this support, this support, this support, look for buys. That's all I can say for now. And then if you want to hold overall, if you want to have a trade that you can hold potentially for a year or whatever, if you want to position trade, wait for price to break this resistance, and then this is going to be easier, more comfortable to trade, because then you would know that price has changed direction, or price is moving by that time, and then from that support you can enter for those buys. But for now, you should be looking to scalp this market, and if you do scalp this market, please apply proper risk management, because chances are you might lose money. You are gonna lose money. I lose money sometimes, but I manage my risk properly, and this is how I manage to come out of my losses each and every time. If you're watching up to this far, thank you guys for the love and support. I love you too, and I hope this video is gonna add value to your trading. Yeah, man, let's kill the markets.